Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast, our little fun Disney news and discussion podcast. Happy to have you all here. I am Rhino, and joining me for our discussion today, we have the one and only Diz theme park correspondent, Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
I think you are, in fact, actually the one and only theme park correspondent.
I am, in fact.
Yeah, so not only are you the one and only Chloe, but you're the one and only. So it should be the one and only Chloe Ferreira, one and only.
Mm-hmm. One of a kind, baby.
But yeah, there you go. I appreciate that in the live chat already we have Statler and Waldorf saying nice job on starting on time. I waited until we were literally sitting here and I was watching the countdown and I was like, I'm going to push it, go live right at 1 and watch all these people be like, oh, what? Yeah, we did it today. Good job.
Good job. High five.
So welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about, we've got some details on the World of Frozen area opening at Disney Adventure World in 2026. Disney Adventure World, what's that? Well, we'll tell you about that in a second, but it has to do with Disneyland Paris. We also have the Disneyland After Dark 2026 themes and dates announced, and yes, I am very happy with a returning one. And we're going to tell you where you can find Santa Claus, that big red man. Well, he's not a red man.
The man with the bag.
The man with the bag.
Yeah.
In the cap on head, suit that's red, must be Santa. Santa. Claus. You know that song?
No, I don't.
Wait, you don't know that song?
Mm-mm.
I'm
relatively
okay.
new to Christmas.
Yeah, I forgot you grew up the Jehovah's Witness. So,
that's okay.
well, I'm going to educate you.
Yeah.
So I grew up. This is our checking in with each other part. So sorry. And if anyone can hear that, they're just removing the top of this building apparently. So the construction is never ending here. So I grew up. Yes, I'm going to tell the story again. Somebody told me, can you believe this? I'm going to tell two stories at once right now.
Okay.
Can you believe that somebody had the audacity in the comments to tell me to stop talking about my single mother?
Oh my!
They said, "We get that we understand that your mother was a single mother, and that I feel like I should just read the comment. It was something where it was just like big deal. There are lots of single mothers out there, and I wanted to be like,
an odd thing to acknowledge.
That's one of those ones where I was like, go ahead and talk about my mother again, and then see, like,
yeah.
But I was also like, yeah, it's sort of that thing where if you were like, stop. Who cares about puppies? And you'd be like, what? It's sort of that, this is the hill you came here to die on? Like, did you crack your little Diet Coke and get your little fingernails out on the keyboard? And we're like, I can't wait to go after all the single mothers out there. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those where you're like, why choose, what do they say? Violence. Yeah, why choose violence?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I'm going to repeat myself now again. I did grow up on a railroad amusement park in Carver, Massachusetts. That is no more. But one of my favorite things in times of the year there, so my grandfather was like the operating manager, and they used to do like all the Christmas displays along the track, like of the railroad, like when the train would go through. But then also throughout the park, there were these giant, like probably the space of like where my desk is. So I'd say like maybe they were like 6 or 7 feet wide, about 6 or 7 feet tall. Just think like a giant box, essentially clear plastic. Inside there were like animatronic figures. So there's one where it was like Santa in a bathtub like this, but the elves are washing him. It's a lot of it's a lot of that. Yeah. And they were crazy. They were kitschy. They were great. But there were also a lot of these like telephone poles basically with the very stereotypical gray like speaker, if like Tim Burton made a speaker, this is what it would look like, and it would blare like Christmas music, but it had, when you play music like that, it always has this sort of
lo-fi,
like reverb to it, like this echo, and it's one of those things where it's like, how you have those sounds or those textures or feelings, things that literally throw you right back into a memory, and every now and then I will hear a song and it kind of has that echoey sound to it, and it's like,
and it's that Christmas song,
it feels like it's one of them, okay, because you could hear like the echo. So if I can find it, because it does exist on a tape or like a cassette tape, I'm gonna send it to you so that you can hear some of it. So I'm gonna give you classic, because I know you like the vintage.
Yes,
I'm
I
getting
do.
it right from the source. So that's gonna be my. I think that's gonna be my holiday project. I'm looking for Christmas music for Chloe.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
I love that.
CC.
I'm
I'm
excited.
gonna
for that.
CC
I
her.
love music
Christmas
and-
music. Christmas. Nope. CC. Christmas Chloe.
That's funny.
CC me.
I've had an ongoing Christmas playlist on Spotify called Merry Crisis. Fitting, that one meme or video. What was that? A Vine? But it's funny because my boyfriend just made like an alternative cover Christmas playlist, and he called it the same thing, not knowing that I already had a Christmas playlist.
Wait, what did he
called
call it?
Merry Crisis.
Merry Crisis.
So now I have 2 Merry Crisis playlists in my Spotify, but I would welcome any, especially vintage. I love vintage Christmas songs.
Yeah, we'll have to think of like a good name for like that sound. Like we'll call it Christmas reverb or something like that. I don't know. I do appreciate, again, Statler and Waldorf in here. The Muppets are killing it in the chat. Just said we should call that phase of my life the little toot toot. Can we get a little toot toot? I love that. How was your weekend?
It was great. Why can't I ever remember what I did on the weekend? What did I do?
She's blackout on the weekends, guys. Don't.
Saturday, we had movie time. I need to go into my letterbox.
What'd
I
you
have
see?
a horrible memory right now. We didn't know we had it at home. Like we had a little movie time
nice.
at home.
You watching Christmas movies or like holiday movies?
Yeah, we watched the Garfield Thanksgiving special.
Oh, cute.
We watched. Hold on, legit have to pull up my letterbox because my
No
memory
Planes, Trains,
is
and Automobiles
poo-poo
yet?
right now. We watched it on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, nice. I
So
think I'm
coming
gonna
up
do
this
that too.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Last night we did.
They're
watch,
going the wrong way.
Yeah.
How do they know which way we're going?
We did watch Addams Family Values because Thanksgiving and summertime. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
Oh
summer.
no. I was trying to think. What does she? God, what does she say? And it's that, and it's her like with the headdress on.
Yeah.
I cannot remember. Oh my God. I'll think of it.
The whole scene is iconic.
Yeah, it's so
honestly.
good.
But last night we watched A Real Pain, which is streaming on Disney Plus via Hulu.
What is that?
That one's with Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It's a very accurate description of the movie title. It's real and it's painful, so A Real Pain. But no, it's a good story.
I wanna
highly
watch that,
recommend it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what else is on Hulu? Sorry, I know this is like
Mm-hmm.
adjacent to that, but I'm just saying it because I added it to my watch list to get to it too. Is The Roses? Did you see that one with Benedict Cumberbatch and?
I saw the trailer for that.
I know
yeah.
Ncuti Gatwa's in it, but
Emma something.
Who is the mom? The mom is the wonderful woman. She's always so fun, and she's like, she was on The Bear. She was the chef that talks to cousin and snaps him out of his like thing, and she's the
Emma something, right? Am I
no
getting that wrong? The Roses. Let me see.
she's the mom in Heartstopper. My God, I cannot.
Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman. She's so good. I love her.
Yeah, I want to see that. It's
But
on my watch
everybody's
list.
in that because like Kate McKinnon and Andy Samberg and
Yeah.
and stuff. So I was like, that's on my like. I want to watch that this week, even though I feel like it's probably a summery movie.
I
but-
remember what I did on Sunday.
Yeah.
We went shopping around for blow molds and
Ooh,
holiday decor.
Did you find anything good?
We did. So we were on the hunt for Snoopy on his little doghouse at Lowe's.
Oh,
It's
I
been
didn't know that
sold
was a
out.
thing.
Yes, it's very.
A blow mold of it?
Yes, it looks very vintage. We found a display one, and we were able to get 10% off because it was a display one
Oh,
at one of the
snap.
Lowe's. So be on the lookout. There's a lot of cool blow molds. I feel like they're really coming back, especially like the vintage looking types, And then we went around and got some cute holiday decor, and I got my little pink Christmas tree up. I'm very excited.
Well, wind it back to Disney here. Do you have?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have like a favorite holiday Disney decoration?
The Castle Dream Lights
Um,
on Cinderella Castle.
You need to
You
get
mean like
over
in
it.
my house? No, I will never get
Yeah.
over it. In my house?
well, like I know it was different for you, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but a thing that around this time of year. Well, so I guess then it would be the Dream Lights because you really probably didn't have a lot of stuff in the house, like right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom really liked the Castle Dream Lights. Like, she doesn't celebrate Christmas, and she still is like, why aren't those coming back?
Yeah.
Because they're just wintry lights.
Well, that's the thing too.
And the
I was
Osborne lights.
yeah, Osborne lights were good too. One of my favorite things is this time of year where specifically related to Disney, and this is actually going to be the segue into our first story. So I didn't do this on purpose, but I'm really proud of myself right now. McDonald's had when I was a little kid. I don't even remember getting them. I just remember always having them. Is they had Little Mermaid plush ornaments. So I've got like a flounder with, I think he had like a little Santa hat on. So I had a flounder and a Sebastian. I don't remember how many more were in that, but I miss that day and age of like this time of year. I know that we went crazy with we were all about like Burger King had the
Scooby-Doo
Halloween and the buckets and then like McDonald's brought back their buckets too and stuff. Like I miss the era of McDonald's where you could at Christmas time you used to be able to get like VHS tapes. They would sell like randomly like 4 of the biggest.
Oh yeah, the cups.
The cups. I miss the cups
and the glasses. Yeah. Someone's asking if Hannah's okay. She's
my God.
away.
I'm sorry. I didn't say why nobody else was here. I just really dove right in here. Yeah. Hannah is just, she went home for the holidays to North Carolina. I believe they drove up there.
What a Hallmark movie.
Yes. She already sent me a picture of a corgi meeting Santa Claus. So clearly she is living some sort of Hallmark movie and I'm a little bit jealous. And then Teresa, I believe, has started her marathon of cooking. And I think she also had a lot of work to do and stuff. But the both of them should be back next week and the rest of the year because we're gonna have shows throughout the year. We'll be live next week. The next 3 weeks we'll be live after this week. Mm-hmm. But we're also this is show 98. So then we're gonna have 100. So we don't talk about Hannah. That's what I'm gonna just start doing. We'll just be like, who's Hannah? Just gaslighting people into being like, what are you talking about?
Silly.
But the reason why I said this was a segue into the first news story. I didn't load the slides over. Can you do this one? Can you talk about what's coming to McDonald's over here? I'll give you a second to pull it up here.
Yes,
but
please.
I feel like they did this not too long ago. McDonald's had a lot of like Disney toys.
Yeah. I actually included that in my article.
It was the 100 year, right?
They did the Disney 100. They also did some for the Walt Disney World 50th, which I loved that collection. I have proudly am the owner of Minnie Mouse sitting in a time rover from our favorite dinosaur. There's even an iguanodon in the back. But yeah, for the 50th, they released characters in ride vehicles from Walt Disney World. But this time there are 70. You heard that right. 70 new Disneyland 70th toys coming to McDonald's Happy Meals. And I cleverly wrote, would you like fries and a hat box goes with that?
I will tell you, I really appreciate that. Would you like fries and a hat box goes with that?
Yeah, so they just released a full lineup. So there are images that Rhino is kindly pulling up here. Yeah. These will be released in just a week from now on December 2nd. There will be 2 toys per meal. Here's a look at all 70 Happy Meal toys. I'm just going to kind of rattle off a few here.
I got them. Hold on. Here we are.
I mean, Oh, wow. There you go.
I don't know that that's all 70. That's only the 2 of the pictures.
Two of the sheet
but
images.
Just to give you a little
I mean,
little
from Snow White to Mater right there, that shows you the range this collection has.
Well, I love that. Like,
and then the castle.
It's not just R2-D2. It's like R2-D2 in a spaceship. It's like Kylo Ren riding inside of his ship. You know, it's little, but then it's just cute. Like, I love the little Iron Man with the little repulsor up and there's some good ones.
Yeah. And then there's a Sleeping Beauty castle in her classic colors. And then there's a golden one that I feel like is going to be like the one to hunt for.
See, I think I want the color one.
You see the little Black Panther down? Is that Black Panther in this one or is that Darth Vader?
That's Darth Vader in this one. There is a Black Panther one though, and I do want that one. So, yeah.
Lots of cute ones. I'm trying to look at the other ones that we don't have pulled up here that I can name off. It's Clarabelle Cow in her Disneyland 70 outfit. There is a Hatbox Ghost, of course. You got Frozone, Thanos, Simba, Olaf is very cute, Pluto, Timon, Miguel. Oh my gosh, the little Chewbacca's in a little tiny Millennium Falcon. Did you see that one?
Okay, that's adorable.
Yeah. It seems like all the Star Wars ones are in their ship. I love the Lightning McQueen has his tongue sticking out, like in that slow-mo scene from Cars. So random.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'm gonna see if I can. Let me see if I can throw in some of the other designs here. I just have to mute all of or hide all the photos really quick.
You're good. I can keep chatting about McDonald's toys. I included this in my article too because I'm very nostalgic, as you guys know. I'm sure many of us Disney fans are. But this just reminds me. I know we just had a Disney World 50 and the Disney 100 collections, but I had a little collection of the classic characters dressed in World Showcase costumes. So I included a picture here too, but like Minnie's in a kimono, Goofy's in a Viking outfit from Norway, Mickey's in like the American Adventure themed costume. I had that full set. And then also tying it back to our 98th episode, Animal Kingdom opened in 1998, and there was a full collection of McDonald's toys celebrating the park's opening, including not only a Triceratops for Dinoland, which is sadly going away, but there's also there's lion, cheetah, there's a rhino, there's an iguanodon.
Did you mention my name?
Turtle, but there's also a dragon for Beastly Kingdom that never came to be.
Oh,
I think
for real?
That is so cool. Yeah. I found.
Wait, do you have that?
Yeah, it's in my
when
article.
When you were a kid, I mean, did you have it?
No, I think I only had like, I don't know, the zebra or some random one, but I would love to have the dinosaur and the dragon now.
It's pronounced zebra.
Zebra, excuse me.
Like Deborah.
Yeah. Baby driver. But yeah, I love this. You know, I love when they promote Disney films, obviously, with these McDonald's and Burger King toys, but then I think it's just exclusively McDonald's now. But especially when they include parks collabs, it's like a whole nother layer of, I don't know, collectability for us Disney nerds.
Well, I like when it's like the amount, it's sort of, I mean, it's clever because it is like mind boggling to be like, okay, I'm sure there are completionists out there who are like, here I go. It's Inspector Gadget all over again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm like, that was the one I'll never forget, was like, just like impossible to get all that stuff. It was just like, my grandparents, I think, drove to like Connecticut at one point. I don't know that it was actually for that or to visit a relative. I feel like it was probably actually to visit a relative. And they were just like, we found it. We found his head. And I'm like, and also that McDonald, like, it's funny. Sorry, bringing this is the Inspector Gadget podcast now. That is the McDonald's toy I see the most at like a Goodwill or a Savers or like a garage sale or something like that.
Yeah. Statler and Waldorf is asking if they articulate. I don't believe so. I think they're
little
little
statues.
statues.
I think they're just little standees.
And then he's also asking, or they're also asking, can you even get McDonald's fries in the park? No, but that is something I also mentioned in my article, because there used to be the Frontierland, the fry cart in Frontierland. And then there was Restaurantosaurus was a full blown McDonald's. I remember getting a chicken nugget Happy Meal there one time.
Yeah, I and that was like, I feel like that was one of the last ones to go, actually. Like, I think the cart went before that. I mean, maybe it all went at the same time.
It went around. I wrote about it because it went around the same time when Disney was kind of parting ways, because they wanted to focus on more healthier options. But now I feel like Disney, their menus, there's still, you know, obviously chicken tenders and burgers and such, and they are trying to offer more plant-based and vegetable-friendly options and stuff, but I'm vegetarian-friendly.
Vegetable-friendly.
We're all vegetables.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like there's just as much, you know, junk food or fast food as there was then, you know?
Well, I think it's we're in this time, and I think about it too, is like, I mean, I get it. I get a lot of it. You know, we're trying to be less disposable. We're trying not to make sure that all this stuff that ends up in landfill, you know what I mean? It's eco-friendly and stuff like that. But it's also, sometimes I'm like, I think we overdid some stuff. You know, it's like, why did we get rid of Saturday mornings cartoons? And I feel like we're really kind of seeing the effect of what happens, what happened to generations of people who didn't grow up, because you don't really learn about like storytelling and stuff like that. And, you know, there's some things where maybe the benefits, we didn't give ourselves long. I don't know. There's some things in life where you're like, some things are like, I want to enjoy these things.
I just saw a video. I want to dive into the research behind it, but I just saw something where, you know, using physical media to show movies or TV shows to your kids, where there's an end, where there's a stop, and it's not just a continuous stream of content, is actually more beneficial, because I don't know, they're able to appreciate it more, and they're also like, okay, that's the end of it. I'm going to go on to the next thing, instead of just sitting there and watching hours of content.
It's funny that you say that, because my friend Genevieve was talking about that, and she actively now goes to like Goodwills or when she's, you know, wherever, secondhand stores or anything like that, she will buy Disney movies on DVD or Blu-ray, and it's because of that. Like that she's trying to teach her daughter about that sort of. I also think it makes content. I hate the word content, because there is an element of like, there's things that like I don't even mean to be rude, but I oftentimes think about YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, like these stuff, like that's content. Movies are not content. Movies are art. Like there's a difference. Like movies and television shows are not content. They are under a really broad umbrella of saying that, but I consider those to be art forms. And I'm not saying that you can't find art forms on YouTube, obviously. There's some very talented and creative people here, but like I would consider this podcast a form of content. Like it is, I mean, it's literally, it's that sort of thing. But when you treat a movie like that, I feel like you're losing this sort of like respect for the actual art. And it's why we end up in movie theaters with people on their phones all the time, or just talking through it, or thinking that like, oh, I can be on my iPad or whatever, even though this is the first time I've ever watched this movie. I'm like, well, you're not really watching this. You know, you're not really absorbing. And I feel like that does transfer into other areas of life, that then you start to be like, well, I can do all this. Like, it's the same thing with like, well, I can text and drive and do, and you're like, here's the thing. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Yeah.
Hello, Ian Malcolm. Hello. And I feel like that's that moment where it's like, you really need to, I think once you start unplugging and appreciation, I know you and I feel similar about physical media though, because that's why I like doing those 35 millimeter film photos now, and I want to start getting them printed instead of just being digital, because I like the idea that it makes me a little more conscious about the decisions I'm making.
Yeah.
And I love to take it to a theme park because it also makes me, because I know I only have a limited amount of photos, I kind of am looking at the theme parks in a different way. And I'm like, okay, is this work? You know, like, how do I get this shot or whatever? And it's not like I can take a bunch of them and just be like, it didn't come out. You're kind of like a little more present with it. And so I don't know. I will look for any ways that I can start bringing that stuff more into my life, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. We talked a lot about this McDonald's toys. I feel like this sent us on a spiral, but,
Contentosaurus.
yeah, content. That's funny.
It's an Alvito. That's cute.
Let's go over. We're going to talk about one of our international parks. I've never been. Have you been to Disneyland Paris?
I have. That's the
Oh,
one
excuse
international
me.
park I've been to.
Oh,
Back
bonjour.
in 2018. Bonjour.
Oui,
Merci.
oui. Baguette. What?
Baguette magique.
Oh, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
Well, we got a ton of news that really kind of starts over here at Disneyland Paris, including the renaming of their second theme park, the opening of World of Frozen. But the reason why I want to talk about this a little bit is because the massive changes that are happening over here, with also the debut of some really cool and interesting technology, I think is going to have ramifications on other parks. I mean, in this, it already talks about that. If you haven't seen it yet, we're going to talk about it in a minute. We saw a preview of a walk-around Olaf animatronic that absolutely looks incredible. I know those walk-around animatronics have been years in the making, because the first one we ever saw, I think, was Groot. But we never saw him in the park, stuff like that. We saw it with the BDX droids, but this one that's actually going to be in the park. This looks like we're finally when they talked about developing it, where they wanted to be. And so I want to talk a little bit about that, because it looks like it's going to be at Hong Kong and at Disneyland Paris. So hopefully eventually somewhere here. I don't know about Walt Disney World, but Cruise Line. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. So the name change was revealed for Walt Disney Studios Park at Disneyland Paris. That is the companion park to Disneyland Paris Park. I believe that one opened in like 2002, but it says beginning on March 29th, 2026, the park shall henceforth be known as Disney Adventure World. That's not the only exciting thing happening at this park, though, as the World of Frozen will officially open in that park on March 29th, 2026. World of Frozen will feature a new family attraction, daytime show, royal encounters with Queen Anna and Elsa, interactions with beloved characters, a tavern, and shops. So this is like a big, big deal. This is part of a complete reimagining of over 90% of that second park's offering, which 90% is insane to me. It's basically a brand new theme park, I feel like, at that point. I'm going to jump over, and if you will bear with me, I'm actually just going to read directly from the Disney Parks blog article. I felt like it was a little bit easier for me to do that. And let me just make sure I am popping into the right spot here. So this area is going to be a celebration of storytelling and immersion, and I'm going to tell you about those offerings. So from let me go down through. Actually, I'm just going to start here. From Elsa's Ice Palace, perched atop the towering North Mountain, to Arendelle Village, every detail has been thoughtfully designed to draw you into the beloved story. As you wander through the kingdom of Arendelle, you'll encounter a family-friendly boat adventure, unforgettable royal meeting with Anna and Elsa, and a lively celebration stage aboard Viking longships. Set beneath the village's clock tower, sail on a boat alongside Anna and Elsa and their friends on Frozen Ever After. I do have some photos I wanted to include in here. Actually, this is not where I wanted to start, so I think I pulled up the wrong article. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I want to talk a little bit more. Yep, I definitely pulled up the wrong article. Sorry, everybody. Hold on one second, please. Yeah, I pasted the same article in here twice, I think.
No prob. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, it was like
a little live moment.
Holding,
BTS
please. Here. Yeah, this is all part of the live. It's crazy because we were literally talking about this and reading about it the entire time for like an hour and a half before we got started. And then now it's like, wow, you're really unprepared. And I was like, I wish you could have been in the studio with us then and been like, no, we were genuinely talking about this.
We couldn't shut up about it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I was like, oh, it's weird. I had a note to jump into this second article where I'm going to talk about Frozen. So I want to talk about like the theming of this new named park. I feel like when they renamed Hollywood Studios, the name just changed. It wasn't, we got new areas eventually, but it wasn't. This is like on a way larger level.
Well, do you remember when they sent out surveys about Hollywood Studios receiving a name change?
Yeah.
And one of them was close to like Disney's Hollywood Adventure, or something about Adventure World was in there too. So it's just funny that it was across the pond, if you will.
I'm guessing it's like supposed to be like all the world. It's weird that they chose worlds in here. I don't know.
Disney Adventure World when we have Disney World.
Why not just call it Disney Adventure? Well, I guess they have California Adventure.
Disney's
Adventure
Parisian
World.
Adventure.
Parisian Adventure, yes. Okay, so obviously the highlight of this expansion with the article and what Disney is trying to say is the world of Frozen. I think there's a lot more exciting stuff in here as well, though. So at Disney Adventure World, your favorite Disney animation, Pixar, and Marvel Studios stories come to life like never before. After experiencing the excitement of Hollywood at World Premiere, that's this new entrance that they had unveiled last May, you can now dive deeper into the stories of World of Frozen, Marvel Avengers Campus, and Worlds of Pixar. And there's still more coming that I'm going to talk about toward the end here too. But again, excuse me while I just read from this article here. The journey continues through Adventure Way, a vibrant promenade that will feature lush gardens for relaxation, a variety of live entertainment, and 14 brand new culinary experiences. That's insane to me. The beautifully landscaped gardens are inspired by beloved Disney and Pixar tales, from the romantic Tangled Garden to the playful Toy Story Garden, where statues of Woody and Jessie stand among trees trimmed into toy shapes. At the Gazebo Garden, there's an English-style retreat adorned with bronze statues inspired by Disney animation classics such as Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, and 101 Dalmatians. That movie's really getting its love lately.
Yeah.
We've got Cruella on Destiny and everything. They're really pumping that one out. But seasonal entertainment will also bring the space to life, from Rapunzel and Flynn's musical encounter in spring to Mary Poppins and the Pearly Band in summer, Miguel's Latin Festival in the fall, and a variety of character greetings starting next November. Adding to the magic, the lively Disney marching band led by Minnie Mouse and her 12 musicians will parade down Adventure Way with renditions of Disney, Pixar, and Marvel favorites. Here's a little look at their costumes as well. And that's not all. On the scenic banks of Adventure Bay, the West Pavilion will offer guests a charming retreat inspired by early 20th century architecture. Mickey and Minnie Mouse will be dressed in new Victorian outfits crafted by the talented cast members at the Disneyland Paris Costume Workshop. Girl, I cannot read. Public schools failing me. Shortly after the opening in 2026, even more Disney characters will join the Lakeside Fun. I wonder if they're also going to get the Victorian outfit treatment as well. It's cute. You know, their outfits kind of, well, especially Mickey is kind of giving me very like Bert in the sidewalk chalk because it's got like kind of the striping of the jacket and he's got that straw hat situation. But it's, you know, it's cute. Those mice get a new costume depend on every day of the week.
I know.
Rude. I thought this is cute too. The best day ever awaits on Rapunzel Tangled Spin. I guess that's how you say Rapunzel in French. France. That wasn't even France, and that wasn't French. France.
In this episode of Friends.
We'll just hear building Francis. Adventure Way will also debut a new family attraction, Rapunzel Tangled Spin. Inspired by the beloved Disney animation film Tangled. Here you'll whirl around in a gondola beneath a sky illuminated with floating lanterns and accompanied by the iconic song I See the Light. Exclusively for the attraction, Mandy Moore recorded audio enhancements. That's fun.
I just got chills.
I know.
Orlando local, Mandy Moore.
I'm sorry. This is another one of those
Orlando
examples where I love the what's the carousel at Epic Universe? It's
Celestial.
like Celestial. It's just like it's one of those things where you're like you got to ride it at night, and this feels like that same sort of like it's going to be a vibe at night
absolutely.
over here.
Well, I think it's funny because you know, this is the second teacup style ride across the two parks over in Paris because they have that. They obviously have the little. It's outdoors, but it's the Mad Tea Party over there that's really whimsical and fun in their land. But when I first saw this, I was like, oh, it's such a bummer they're not getting like a boat ride. But then I'm like, you know what? It's better than just having toilets in Fantasyland.
Yeah, that's true.
That looks really pretty to ride at night.
Listen, I maintain that Tangled is the superior film to Frozen.
I agree. Did you know that Tangled is celebrating 15 years?
I'd like you to leave the room.
Like, what?
Yeah.
What is time?
Do you know what next year is? 20 year High School Musical 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, oh my God, I want to vomit. That and I think Hannah Montana.
I feel
20
like a
years.
senior citizen already.
Yeah, I know, seriously. I was like, well, we'll be watching that and having our Activia yogurt.
Thanks, Jamie Lee Curtis.
So, keeping it regular, we're going to talk about some culinary experiences that await here at Disneyland Paris. You've got this just beyond the Rapunzel. I'm definitely saying that word wrong because whatever. The Tangled Spin, you're going to stumble upon the elegant The Regal View Restaurant and Lounge. This table service restaurant will offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a refined atmosphere decorated with embroidered drapes, floral tapestries, delicate wood moldings, and stunning murals of Disney princesses. If you are watching this, I'd like you to notice out the window behind Merida over here, the view you're going to get of the water, because that is really important as well.
Yes.
Speaking of Disney princesses, you'll have the chance to meet a few, including Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Merida from Brave, Jasmine from Aladdin, Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, and Mulan from Mulan, and Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Every detail of the Regal View restaurant and lounge has been crafted meticulously with artistry in mind. Ornamental plates inspired by Disney princesses were handmade by Royal Delft, the renowned Dutch porcelain manufacturer and official supplier to the Dutch royal family. Oh, that's cool. Above the entrance, a magnificent I cannot say words today. A magnificent canopy created by workshops in Alsace. I cannot say this. Alsace. Showcases ironwork expertise dating back to the early 19th century. There's also going to be a lounge as part of this as well. Over on the lounge side, you'll find the very first bar. Isn't that wild? People be drinking champagne out in the streets out there in Paris, and this is their first bar?
First thing that I did at Disneyland Paris.
You got loaded?
We went to Walt's restaurant. It's on the second story of Main Street, USA.
Oh.
And we had glasses of champagne. I think we got like one appetizer to split, but we had champagne first the moment we got to Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, I feel like you have to.
Yeah, you have to. You're in Paris.
So on the lounge side, you're going to find, like I said, the very first bar located at either of the two Disneyland Paris parks. Crazy. The elegant space is decorated in royal blue hues and features a striking wooden bar accented with gold. Adorning the lounge are artworks celebrating the beloved animal companions of Disney princesses. I do like that. So you're going to find Hey Hey from Moana, Pascal from Tangled, and Mushu. I was like, you better have Mushu up in there. From Mulan. Here you can unwind with signature cocktails, indulge at the bar personalities of Disney. Wait, indulge at the bar personalities of Disney princesses. What does that mean? What are they going to get, like, drunk with you?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
I think they're testing that fire alarm I said they were going to test right now. I felt like I just heard a honking horn in here
I
somewhere.
feel like we'd hear it.
Well, yeah.
louder
So
in
just
here,
an FYI, of course it would happen today. They might do a... Oh, they're just drilling. Sorry. They said they're going to do a fire alarm test today at some point, and I was like, watch it be during the show. But,
yeah, hopefully not.
both the restaurant and the lounge are going to feature breathtaking views of Adventure Bay and World of Frozen, making it the perfect spot to watch the new nighttime show. So we're going to talk about that. Because also, we did say there were 14 brand new food and beverage locations along Adventure Way. There's even more offerings to savor there. The La Teresa Panoramique will serve hearty bread bowl. Girl, you sign me up. Bread bowls. I love a bread bowl. New York rolls and comforting hot beverages. Remember, too, this is the theme park that snows.
Yes.
Because when they were talking about Frozen, it like was snowing, and I was like, oh, God, that is Disney magic right there.
Yeah.
Cafe Luminosity will feature an original hot dog with 4 signature recipes. Girl, get me on an airplane right now for a hot dog. Paired with sweet treats like cinnamon rolls. Chalets and mobile carts will offer new bites such as filled brioche rolls, stuffed potato waffles.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, girl. And whimsical desserts inspired by the Disney princess. Sorry, I get really excited about the food, the themed food.
I mean, potato waffle. Hello.
Girl, stuffed potato waffle.
Stuffed potato. Excuse me.
Yeah, send me out to sea. There is going to be a new nighttime show out here as well, which is really something that I think looks really, really cool. So we're going to talk about that here. At day's end, at park close, Adventure Bay will become the stage for a groundbreaking new nighttime spectacular, Disney Cascade of Lights. What's really cool about this is a 360-degree show, which will serve as the grand finale each evening with a ballet of hundreds of drones, choreographed fountains, water screens, and pyrotechnics, all set to a powerful orchestral score. Inspired by stories from Disney Animation's Mulan, Hercules, Moana, and Zootopia, Pixar's Up, and from the Marvel Universe, the show displays a dazzling celebration of courage and animation. Pushing the boundaries of animation, this nighttime spectacular will feature the world's first integration of a revolutionary aquatic drone system alongside next-generation aerial drones, creating breathtaking choreographies across sky and water. It will also feature new arrangements of Disney classics and an original anthem, We Can Be Heroes. In the months ahead, Disney Live Entertainment team will be hard at work perfecting the choreography of aerial and aquatic drones, blending cutting-edge special effects with seamless precision. I feel like I saw an aquatic drone being tested somewhere. No, it was a fireworks drone. Have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so they go up, and it would be like the bottom row of a drone, and you know those fireworks that kind of do that spin thing?
Yeah.
They're like those, but in the air.
Ooh,
And
that's fun.
I was like, oh, that's really cool. I feel like maybe it was in Vegas? I can't remember where they were doing it, but it was just like one of those like random special shows or something. But there is going to be an original score exclusive for Disney Adventure World as well. So
Love
get
that.
new music made there. Let's talk a little bit about the Frozen area, and then we'll talk a little bit more about Olaf. World of Frozen will open as part of Disney Adventure World, an extraordinary new land that brings the Kingdom of Arendelle to life like never before. The expansion will feature stunning architecture, including the towering North Mountain, crowned by Elsa's Ice Palace, and a vibrant village square inspired by Nordic design. At the heart of the land is Frozen Ever After, a family-friendly boat ride that journeys through iconic scenes from the film, enhanced by lifelike audio animatronic figures and cutting-edge projection technology. Discover a royal encounter with Anna and Elsa inside Arendelle Castle, or join the festivities with a celebration of Arendelle, a daytime show staged on Viking longships in Arendelle Bay. I think this is really cool. I think, this castle looks really cool at nighttime.
Yes.
Because it's got like Anna's castle is not Anna. Elsa's castle is like
Her
way
ice
up on the
castle,
mountain, and it
yeah.
like glows. But then also the that show is out on this water. And then let me see if the other article has a little bit more details on that, because this to me right here is sort of like leaning into the reason why I want to talk about this is, what are we doing at Animal Kingdom? So this show is the magic of Arendelle extends to a shimmering bay where a celebration in Arendelle brings the sun the Snowflower Festival to life. Presented several times a day, the show unfolds aboard 3 majestic Viking longships, each crafted with extraordinary care. Walt Disney Imagineering partnered with a renowned French shipbuilder from the Bordeaux region to design and build these vessels. Their intricate decorations were entrusted to artisans who have long collaborated with Disneyland Paris. For example, Christophe's longship was made by a historic workship near Dijon, known for its mustard and exceptional craftsmanship. I added the mustard part. These authentic touches create a setting as rich and detailed as the story itself. You'll also be able to sing along to iconic songs like Let It Go and Show Yourself. Cut to us being there, screaming that out into the thing. So all we did was it on the Wish that we did that? Do you remember that? We were like screaming that into the void.
Yes.
I think it was the Wish.
Yes, it was.
In the middle of the night on the last night there. Yeah, you're right. Because it was after the Frozen dinner show. It was like you, me, and Craig, and we're just all like, like at like 1 a.m.
Wild times.
Yeah. So apparently there is new music composed exclusively for the Disneyland Paris by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, who are the award-winning duo behind the Frozen soundtrack. So that's cool. I'm going to talk about the rest of the stuff, and then we're going to talk about Olaf, because Olaf is a really big deal. But there's also going to be some, I think they do this in Shanghai or Hong Kong. Hong Kong had the Frozen area that opened recently, right?
I thought Tokyo has one too. Don't they have something in Fantasy Springs? Hang on a second. I'm pretty sure Hong Kong has World of Frozen.
Yeah. I think that was the reason why we originally were invited, was for that. Shanghai, we were invited for Zootopia, and that broke my heart to not be able to go.
And then Disney's Fantasy Springs and Tokyo Disney Sea has Peter Pan, Frozen, and Tangled.
That's it. Okay. And I know they have this troll thing. So there's at the Fjord View shop, you can meet Runa, a baby troll toy. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought originally when I read this, I must just read it really quickly. I thought it was like, you know, when they do like the baby dinosaur at Universal,
like
or they've done the troll like with the puppet. It's a thing you get. So it's a baby troll toy that reacts to touch, blinks her eyes, moves her ears, lights up, and communicates with other trolls that she encounters.
Oh.
Exclusively available in the World of Frozen at Disneyland Paris, she'll also interact with iconic locations of Arendelle and the villagers and Queen Anna and Elsa. They look like troll popcorn buckets that you're wearing, but they kind of reminds me of that Mickey Mouse they used to have at Hollywood Studios. They could it was like a sorcerer Mickey. You could walk around. Mickey. Yeah. And I don't know that he ever really worked right.
This is reminding me of, this is not Disney, but this is reminding me of How to Train Your Dragon level of immersion and detail and merchandise, and that we're getting even before the land opens. So
it feels
impressive.
It feels very full. Very like all pieces here and everything given the same care at once, sort of a thing. Because there's some other food options. Because there's this Nordic Crowns Tavern where it says it has warm, welcoming, where you can savor the warm, welcoming spirit of Arendelle. This quick service restaurant is open for both lunch and dinner and features decor that tells the story of the kingdom through gallery paintings and royal artifacts. Artifacts. What a weird word. Artifacts. The food looks good. It says you can enjoy a customizable dining experience inspired by Nordic cuisine. So the menu, with 16 possible combinations that begin with a hearty base like mashed potatoes or quinoa, and paired with proteins such as grilled salmon or Nordic meatballs, seasonal vegetables, and finished with a choice of tangy cranberry or creamy dill sauce. Hello, IKEA. Actually, this is like IKEA meets Satuli Canteen. But there's going to be some. They've got blue sorbet for dessert, vanilla ice cream with customized topping, delicate snowflakes, traditional pastries. That sounds less exciting. But we also got to look at. Oh, whoops! That's not what I wanted to show you. That was the Lion King. Some of the merchandise here. I mean, there's a Sven bucket hat that has like Anna. I wish it was just the bucket hat, but it has Anna's like hair coming out from underneath of it. It's cute. The Olaf backpack that is in the lower left of this corner, where he is also wearing a backpack, but his backpack is a carrot, is very, very cute.
That is cute. The sweatshirt's fun on the far right, too.
Yeah, I love a cosplay sweatshirt. Also, there's like a bucket hat with the little snow the snow boogies on
The
it.
Snowgie. Oh my
Snow
goodness.
geese, yeah. Snow boogies. I don't know what that. I don't know. I
I
only
mean,
saw that one
essentially, yeah.
once. I only saw that one once. Okay, so now I feel like the crowning achievement in here that hopefully spreads and we see in other parks is this Olaf animatronic that we got a look at. And I want to talk about him before I'll wrap up this Disneyland Paris stuff. I just want to mention the actually, you know what? Let me just do it now, and then we'll go backwards to Olaf just so we can.
Okay.
I feel like that way it's not like a weird finisher. So I kept saying, what about the Lion King? Isn't this where the Lion King is going to? The story continues at Disney Adventure World with the construction that is already underway for Disney Animation's The Lion King. It's an area dedicated to this. So it's set in Adventure Bay. This new land will feature a major attraction combining water-based thrills and next-generation audio animatronics figures and unforgettable songs from the 1994 masterpiece. So I know that originally when this was released, the concept art was weird because it included concept art from the live action, but I feel like they're solidifying saying it's the 1994 film, not the live action. So I don't think it'll be like lifelike looking lions. It'll be the animated lions, even though this artwork is still kind of giving me the live action one just a little bit. But it's really cool because it's going to be, you're going to go to the Pride Lands to follow Simba's adventures on this. I mean, it's Splash Mountain. But honestly, I'm kind of jealous. But it is cool to see this because I feel like this is the first land that is very much looks like Animal Kingdom outside of Animal Kingdom. So the first place out in the world in these international parks that has another area that's going to have that like sort of African influence to it. Which is really cool.
I remember when we first talked about this in our D23 wrap-up video, and this was first announced that, what do I want to say?
Go ahead.
Preferences aside, I wish we got this instead of Tiana's at Walt Disney World. Even if it was moved over to Animal Kingdom.
I was just going to say, I still wish they'd build it in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. They still could, I guess, because
I'd rather
have a special The Lion King.
Well, I'd rather have this than... Yeah, I guess you're right. Then it would be two Lion King things.
That's okay, though.
But I would rather have this than Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 Beauty and the Beast shows at Walt Disney World. Why not have?
How many Little Mermaid things do we have?
Yeah,
we got an attraction and a show
at different parks too.
Yeah.
I saw someone commented, shocked it took this long for a Lion King to get an attraction. Me too, or get a ride. Me too. And I will be making it over to Paris for this ride because I'm very excited.
100%. I think just the concept art for that land entering in there, that is very appealing to me too, because like they said, it was a land and that's all we know about as an attraction so far. So I guarantee there's going to be like food options over there that I'm really curious about. And I'm sure there's going to be more. Lion King's like my favorite. Lion King is my favorite classic, for me, classic. I know it's not from the classic era, but like Disney animated film. It's like Lion King and Zootopia are my 2 favorite animated Disney films. Yeah. Classically, or Lion King is my favorite classically animated film. Pixar is or Zootopia is my favorite. Mary Poppins is my favorite live action. And Toy Story is my favorite Pixar.
Yeah. And knowing you, I feel like you'd really enjoy the other park too, the park, Disneyland Paris.
I said Kilimanjaro Safaris, and I meant Cali River Rapids. I cannot believe I said the safari. I thank God this chat was going because I did not mean the safari. I
didn't even catch that.
Bit.
Yeah,
sorry. I even saw the water coming down. I'm not saying Kilimanjaro Safaris. I just discredit Cali River Rapids. It was the K in my head. I was like, get rid of Cali River Rapids. I love Kilimanjaro Safaris. I would never get rid of that at Animal Kingdom. I apologize, and I appreciate the correction. In my head, I literally saw the giant raft and the thing, and I was thinking about the fire. That's why I thought it was weird the way you reacted when I said it. But, okay, so there's also going to be an area, too, I just want to say, but we don't really have anything overly exciting, like in terms of concept art for it, but it says soon you'll be able to soar over the whimsical world of Pixar Animation Studios Up. This family-friendly flying carousel will add motion and energy on Adventure Way. So I feel like it's just like the swings that are at California Adventure that are going to be like
symphony swings.
Yeah, that are just like up themed. So it's just like one attraction added in this area, which is fine.
The Married Life song, which is fun.
Yeah. But it's still really, really exciting to hear about this stuff because I feel like when I hear that somebody's gone to an international park, I feel like people have more likely been to Paris than anywhere else.
It could just be accessible outside of the U.S. I feel like.
Yeah, and so that's somewhere where I'm like, okay, I'm I don't know about you. I feel very similar about being like, this seems really, really cool. Like, I hope to be able to experience it someday. But I do want to talk about Olaf now because he is really, really cool and interesting. So I'm going to let Chloe tell me a little bit more about him and why he's so special, other than he's a little sweetheart.
Oh, that looks like a PhotoPass like concept photo. That doesn't even look real.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the beginning of Frozen Ever After. You know that I feel like the most breathtaking part of that ride is when Olaf walks up the little snowbank toward the ride, and I'm like, that's him right there.
Yeah.
Only this looks even better than that.
Honestly, look at his little marshmallow feet. All right, so I've compiled a few notes here, a few factoids for you. So Disney has officially unveiled its newest free roaming animatronic character, Olaf, debuting at Disneyland Paris when the resort's new World of Frozen Land opens on March 29th, 2026, as part of the reimagined Disney Adventure World, as we've been talking about. This Olaf is a fully autonomous robot designed by Walt Disney Imagineering using reinforcement learning technology. That tech allows Olaf to walk on his own, navigate spaces, and move with more natural, film-accurate motion. The animatronic includes articulated eyes, eyelids, and mouth for expressive facial animation. His arms and carrot nose are removable. What?
Yeah,
Just
I know,
like the
that's
film.
crazy.
That's so crazy. Disney developed the look and movement in collaboration with the original Frozen animators to preserve the character's personality, including his exterior, which is soft-looking and designed with iridescent fibers to shimmer under light, just like snow. He is built to interact with guests, so he'll be able to carry a conversation, say phrases, during entertainment offerings and potentially with guests, we'll see. But he will be in the daytime show that we took a look at, A Celebration in Arendelle on the Water, as well. This marks one of Disney's most advanced free-roaming robotic characters to date. And for more, they did share quite a bit of footage of him and his inner workings and how they made him on the latest episode of We Call It Imagineering that's on Walt Disney Imagineering's YouTube channel. So if you'd like more, check that out.
I think I didn't include the video here. It's a little difficult to include video over this, but it is kind of. It's just impressive. Even if you're not a Disney Parks fan or whatever, it's just really wild to watch, specifically Olaf, because I just like mentally. I know they teased the Groot was the original tease, and I think there had been I want to say in Shanghai they had that one animatronic that was like the weasel that he would come down, he would be on the cart and he would like pull the cart down. It was very lifelike, and you're like, wow, that looks cool. This is incredible. The movement of this and the way it's designed and the way they go into it with saying like the lower half of him has all those the workings in it. Is really, really cool. And then I know that in the preview they released, like that's not really, I think, what he's going to sound like when he talks, because I'm pretty sure it's just, it's not ASMR, whatever, the ADR of Josh Gad like recording over it. But it is, I think that is the intent of it. And it's just like, my mind is blown because this is just the beginning of what we could do with this. And I do understand there will be a sort of thing like you're probably never going to be able to get up there and like put your arm around him or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, but because when we were at Jollywood Nights, you were able to take a picture. One of the biggest surprises, I know everybody went over for Chewbacca in the Life Day outfit, but they had the BDX droids out there, and you were able to take a picture. But they on the ground, and I thought this was kind of cheap, had taped lines down. I kind of wish I was like.
And also
I'd rather have a barrier than that, because the tape, I never liked tape on the ground.
They also had the cast member that was interacting with us between us and the droid.
Yeah.
So we couldn't get close to it at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this will look like if
and
we
they
just take
wouldn't,
photos of Olaf.
Yeah. They wouldn't let us kneel down or anything either. Like, because I wanted to get a picture just next to it and like kneel down, but they were like, you have to stand here on this spot. And I think I get it. It's probably like a multi-million-dollar thing.
Totally.
And they're like, oh, we needed you just to hold its hand and then break it. Like, And I would have held its hand. It doesn't have any.
I would have held its hand too. I want to hold Olaf's hand. I wish.
I know.
No, but the video they released when they were talking about him in the episode, and I think they released a separate video as well, which is Olaf walking in the background throughout the world of Frozen, was hysterical. Because you have like these two execs talking about the land and when it will open and how excited they are, and Olaf's just in the background, just like walking around.
I love
so
like
funny.
him just being like the dazed off look. It's just it does it so cool. There's a really good question in the chat from Tigrat is asking, is it going to be an AI guest interactive droid in the way that like in Star Cruiser, you when you went in your room there was like a panel on the wall and basically you could talk to this DS9 droid. And they would answer questions. It was very much like, you know, when you call a phone line and you you have to say, and you're like, oh my God, I hear it clicking, I hear it thinking. And I think it is, right? It's not, I don't know if they completely went into that. It's not like somebody, you know how like, I don't want to ruin magic with some of it, but like the Mandalorian can only say so many things. A stormtrooper can only say so many things. I don't know. Is it
or like push the trash can was just like
a
remote
person,
control, but then somebody was talking through him.
Right.
I don't know. Well, I feel like they could go that route too because someone has to be controlling him, right?
Well,
I know they can program certain pathways, but if he's interacting with guests, they're going to have to control where he's going. So I feel like they could also have somebody off to the side providing his voice and using computer generated to sound like Josh Gad.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the safer bet too, because we all know that AI sometimes says unhinged things, and that's all we need. It's an Olaf in French telling a child to like worship Satan or something. I don't know, you know.
God.
But it was cool to see them like pull the nose right off. Like, and I was like, oh, is a guest going to be able to like pull the nose off and put the nose back, or is that going to be part of a show or something?
It's probably part of the show. You know,
I think it's crazy that these are being developed as like the walk around interactive thing. And I love that idea because I feel like we're getting closer and closer to what the idea of what the Star Wars area, Galaxy's Edge, was supposed to be like. Like it's going to be able to we're finally going to be able to hopefully be able to like fill in more of those missing gaps and give life to it. Yeah. It's weird. It's interesting that you brought up earlier How to Train Your Dragon, Isla Burke at Epic Universe, because I was thinking about that as one of the main one of the incredible achievements of that area is how it's very kinetic. Yeah,
it's very alive.
Like there's dragon tails that are swaying, and now the dragons have started flying. The baby dragons. There's movement everywhere, but then also there's characters because you see the Rough Nut and Tough Nut, and then Gobber comes out, and they all. So like you are seeing villagers in there as well, you know, and you can obviously find Toothless and Hiccup, and sometimes Girl with Girl Dragon.
Oh, what's her name?
Oh my God.
Oh no.
It was right in my brain. Agnes. Astrid, and Dragon. I don't know all the dragons' names yet. I've seen the live action one finally, but I will watch all the animated ones. I think this holiday season maybe. I don't know. Stranger Things starts tomorrow, and I got a lot going on with that. I'm wearing my Hopper shirt today.
He's got a lot going on.
I got a lot going on, guys. I got a lot. I just think it's really cool to sort of daydream where this could be applied in other. Is there somewhere that you immediately go to where you're like, I could see this, or like a character that you're like, I'd love to see? I know I've said Groot over and over, but I'm just curious.
I just hope they do integrate more walk around animatronics, period. I know that people have been talking about Defunctland's latest 4-hour special, and I have not delved into it yet. I will be on a road trip this week, but I want more. I remember when Remy made appearances at Le Chef de France. I think he wasn't even walk around. He was just on a little cart. Yeah. And that kind of introduced the idea of like, oh, they could introduce more little animatronics in places. When they had Baby Groot.
Yeah, I was going to say, but that was really cool.
I always thought Baby Groot would be part of like one of the pre-shows at the Guardians attractions, especially like
Cosmic Rewind?
Yeah, because it was kind of like broken in the timeline. Or Olaf, I thought there would be like, there is an Olaf animatronic in the Frozen Dinner show on Cruise Line, but like now they could have a walk around.
No, he's not an animatronic. I thought he was a puppet. Is he an animatronic?
Is he a puppet?
Yeah, I think he's. I thought he was.
I thought he was on a cart that they push around, and he's like an animatronic figure. Maybe he is a puppet. Someone's
I don't know actually. Now that you say that,
magic.
I haven't seen it in years, so I've only been on that ship once. And
but it was the Lion King show on the Destiny that you were just on, I was surprised to find out they don't have any sort of puppet, animatronic, nothing. And I feel like they could do a cute little baby Simba or something.
Oh my God, no, Pumbaa.
Pumbaa,
a Pumbaa and a little Timon maybe or something.
That would be
at least
cute.
A Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Give me that Pumbaa coming in there.
I mean, obviously, I would love more kinetic energy and creatures in Star Wars, like actually roaming around, especially in Florida, because we tend to not have any of it.
I would love a Nick and Judy.
Oh,
I think that
like an actual sized one.
Yeah,
teeny
Can
tiny.
you imagine, like, you know, like a Nick that's probably like 3 feet tall?
Yeah.
And like a little Judy next to him. But like, I don't know, somewhere. I was just trying to like go through and mentally think about like how could we get some of those characters that I feel like would be a little more fitting into that
Dumbo?
stuff. I know immediately it is like Star Wars because there's droids and aliens and things like that. A Dumbo,
Like a little baby Dumbo
a
that wiggles
Dumbo.
his ears.
Yeah,
and-
that would be good. That's a good one.
That's such a hard costume character, so I feel like that could be a.
Oh, have you
something.
seen the costume character?
Yes.
It's a fever dream nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like The Ring. Once you've seen it, you're like, well, I've only got 7 days
His
left.
eyes are just like.
Yeah. It's like weird because it's like got feet. I don't know. I don't like it. I hate looking at it actually. Okay, let's we're running out of time because they're just really jazzed up about all that about that stuff. But it is the holiday season. It is Thanksgiving week here, and Disney is in the full swing of the holidays. And I feel like I wanted to talk about one of these. We had an article on the website, and it was basically where to find that man in red.
Yes.
And Chloe's going to tell us about some of the places where if you're coming on your Walt Disney World vacation, you want to get that Christmas card photo, holiday card photo, Santa Claus. And we'll tell you, I think we're in agreement about where our favorite spot is.
Santa Claus. Oh, yes. I need to go.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus has come to town. And by town, I mean Walt Disney World because we are deep in the holiday season here in Orlando, Florida. And the most jolly guest of all, Santa Claus, is making appearances across the 4 major theme parks and in Disney Springs currently now through Christmas Eve because he does need some time off to deliver presents. And after Christmas Eve, they typically replace him with Santa Goofy. So that's a little tip if you'd like to meet Santa Goofy in one of these spots. He's typically in these locations. But currently you can meet the man with the big bag, the man in the red fur hat.
Keep it clean.
So yeah, you can share your wish list and snap those holiday photos of Santa at the following locations at Walt Disney World. First and foremost, most importantly, Restaurantosaurus in Dinoland USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. He is in his own dinosaur holiday collaborated
Sell the rug,
decor.
you cowards.
Oh my god. Yeah, please. The giant Dino Institute rug. Oh, from my dreams.
I also like that area because it feels like it puts Santa in a very like he came to us in a cozy themed area as opposed to
it's like a little
us
living
going
room.
to him.
Yeah, it's like themed to the archaeologists, hangout area, and it feels very cozy.
Yeah. Oh, it is my favorite spot for the Santa
Yeah.
interaction. I don't know. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it.
I know, me too. I hope they keep something dinosaur over there when Indy moves in. We'll see.
Yeah.
So next we have Walt Disney I'm gonna start that over. Walt Disney Presents in Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is otherwise known as One Man's Dream. Walt Disney Presents is the new name, and this is where we talked about it last week. You can also find the new installation of the holiday artifacts and props from movies, including Muppets Christmas Carol, Noel, and the Santa Claus. But
They got his pajamas.
Yes, yeah.
Got Calvin's pajamas.
Yeah. But you can meet Santa over there during the day, and I believe during Jollywood nights, Santa Duffy is in there as well.
Yeah, you're right. Also, I do have to acknowledge this joke in the chat that I just scoffed at a little bit, which was
What's
the
that?
dinosaurs got to celebrate the birth of Jesus Rex.
Wait, what?
So stupid.
What is it?
In the chat, Allie wrote, dinosaurs got to celebrate the birth of Jesus Rex.
I just saw Ask Santa for the Dreamlights back. Yeah, I'll try.
I thought somebody asked him, and he was kind of like, I forget what he said, but I swear I thought somebody asked about it once, and he made a remark. But
all right, moving on. Epcot, he will be at Communicore Hall. And then Disney Springs, he will be at the Marketplace area near Disney Pin Traders. And then at Magic Kingdom, he's in the far corner in Storybook Circus. Sorry, I cannot talk today, y'all. It's not a good job
we both
for me.
had a Celsius. I think that's what's done it to us.
I'm tripping over myself. Storybook Circus at Magic Kingdom. And if you haven't been back there yet this season or seen, I wrote about it back early on in the holiday season this year, but they decorated Storybook Circus for Christmas. They have Dumbo wreaths and special garland with like circus ornaments. It's super cute.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little theme spot
I like
for
the
Santa.
wreaths a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Go meet Santa.
Wait, is he at Disney Springs too? Did you already say that one?
Yep, Marketplace near Disney Pin Traders.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. And then also don't forget that Disney Drop Store's over there. I recommend that. Good Christmas stocking stuffer. Although I'd be like, this is your main gift because some of those things are like $30. I did an unboxing of the blind. It's called the Disney Drop Store, and it's where you can get the blind boxes of basically almost anything associated with Disney, but it has the Mickey family. It's got a weird title, but it's the like Labubu versions of the Mickey Mouse characters.
From Pop Mart.
So you got Mickey, Minnie, Donald,
Pluto,
Daisy,
Chip
Pluto,
Dale.
and then a boy Goofy, and those are like $30, but the Ewok ones are super cute, and they're like 16 or 17. So just something to think about for, little stocking stuffers or something over there. But before we go, I got one more story here. I'm also realizing I forgot to mention this is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, and they're experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here. So check them out. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today when you're planning your next Disney holiday vacation. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for us here before I get into this last story too, while I still have you. And for our Patreon supporters, we're doing a show. I'll talk about it in a second, but I wanted to bring up that over at Disneyland, the thing I look forward to most every year, they have brought back the Disneyland After Dark event, and there are some returning favorites and new theme, a new night as well. So let me tell you about those. Disneyland Resort has announced the lineup for its 2026 Disneyland After Dark events featuring 4 returning themes as well as an all-new celebration. The popular After Hours series running on select nights from January through June 2026 invites guests to experience exclusive entertainment, rare character encounters, themed treats, and shorter attraction wait times from inside Disneyland Park. The event runs from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. with park entry beginning at 6 p.m. for a special mix-in period. Guests will also receive unlimited Disney PhotoPass downloads, a commemorative event guide, and a souvenir map designed for each theme party. I feel like the guide and the map are one thing, if I'm remembering Pride correctly, because I got like a lanyard, and then it was that. It was nothing to write home about. One year, the 90s night got fanny packs, and I will forever be bitter that every event didn't get fanny packs, but whatever. The season begins with the return of Sweethearts Night, a romantic celebration taking place January 22nd, 25th, 27th, February 3rd, 5th, 8th, 10th, 12th, and the 17th. My God, this one must have been really popular. Guests can enjoy the new Celebrate Love Cavalcade, the musical show Once Upon a Dream, a musical journey through the Disney Songbook, and Disney Duets karaoke at the Golden Horseshoe. Specialty food offerings include surf and turf loaded fries, a Mickey-shaped strawberry cream puff, and a triple berry slushie with a Mickey-shaped glow cube. Sweethearts Night tickets go on sale for Magic Key holders are going to get a pre-sale, which begins December 9th. That is for Inspire Magic Key holders. On the 10th, all Magic Key holders can access that. So December 9th, Inspire. December 10th, all Magic Key holders, and then general public December 11th. These do genuinely, I feel like, oftentimes can sell out pretty quick. So if this is something you're considering, I would really kind of jump on that bandwagon as quickly as possible. Now, debuting for the first time, 70 Years of Favorites will celebrate Disneyland's 7 decades of magic with nostalgic entertainment, retro dance parties, and appearances by long-lost Disney friends. The event runs March 3rd and the 5th. So there's only 2 days of that one, the 3rd and the 5th, and includes nods to classic park entertainment like Main Street Electrical Parade, enough, and Videopolis, enough with the Main Street Electrical Parade. 70 Years of Favorite ticket sales for the Magic Key. The pre-sale for the Inspires goes on December 9th, all Magic Key holders on the 10th, and the general sales on the 11th. Returning fan favorites, Disney Channel Night, is going to that's going to occur the 12th, the 14th, and the 16th. I did hear this one was very popular last year. Again, Disney Channel Night, April 12th, April 14th, April 16th. Star Wars Night returns. That is on April 28th, April 30th, May 4th, of course. I'm sure that one goes first. And May 6th. So the Revenge of the 6th, right? Is that what they call it?
Yes.
Or is it Revenge of the 5th?
I say both.
Yeah, I was like, it's both, right? And then my favorite Pride Night, June 16th and the 18th, which I believe is a Tuesday and a Thursday. This last year was a Monday and a Wednesday, and I'm glad it's a Tuesday, Thursday, I feel like. it's those are also going to have entertainment, music, and food. But the ticket sales for the Disney Channel night, the Star Wars night, and the Pride night, those are going to be announced in early 2026. I really love the Pride night, and I will continue to do it every year that they have it, because I don't know how much more they're going to do it. But that one was a blast. It's just the energy and the vibe at these things is just so much fun. It's so cool. I highly recommend it. I did for the Pride one, because it's Tuesday, Thursday. What I do is I'll do a park day on the Wednesday. I sleep in on the Tuesday and the Thursday. Just so or I'll do other California related things on that during that time. That way I can save my strength. Save my energy for the park, But yeah, very exciting. Really happy that they're bringing back those theme nights. Although it's such a vibe out there. Nice, cool evenings, and being out there with big Disney fans. Also, where it all started at Disneyland. I love Disneyland.
Yeah, we love Disneyland.
We love Disneyland. Disneyland is my land. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's it. That brings us to the end of the show here. We just want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We appreciate all of your continued support. If you are one of our Patreon supporters in the $5 and up tier, we will be doing our Patreon post-show in about 20 or 25 minutes from here. So think somewhere between 2:30 and 2:45. We already have the link set up. I'll post that over there when we're getting ready to get started. So you can join on that if you're in the $5 and up tier. And if you do sign up for that, you then have access to all of those shows that we've ever done on there for the $5 up tier. So it's not just what we do right now, it's what we've done before, and there's years of that stuff in there now. So if you want to learn more about that, patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click that bell button. We got that 100th episode coming up, and I would absolutely love to get as many of you in there as possible. If you're listening to this, rate and review the podcast wherever you are consuming that. We really appreciate that. And we're going to have our show won't be live on the week of Christmas or the week of New Year's, but we are going to have shows over there. So if you've got ideas for things you'd like to hear us talk about for the holidays or do for any of those shows, please feel free. Send an email over to us at podcast@DizUnlimited.com. We can consider doing some fun discussion episodes during those weeks, or just relaxing and having a good time. Thank you again, everybody, for your support. That is going to do it for us. I did not remember to change the slide at the end of this. I swear, I promise you, I will do it before the end of the year. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you again with another episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast. Bye.